Hello everybody and welcome back to more Factorio. I'm Liz. Last time we went out and took it to the biters and I finished off a couple of the bases that were over here off camera. Today we're going to just patch in some of the crap here on the west so that we can prepare for a western frontier that's basically going to be from this major body of water up to these lakes, I think. Maybe even smaller than that. But in order to do that, we are going to have to take advantage of something that we set up a long time ago. A long time ago, that I had actually meant to be used primarily for our power system, and I hadn't been thinking about using it for. Oh boy, that really sucked. I hadn't been thinking about using it for defenses at the time, but we are totally going to use it. I have to get out of the car to use this. I do. That sucks. Was not aware that you had to get out of the car to use that. I thought you could use it from inside. I hate the car, by the way. I absolutely hate driving in Factorio. It irritates me to no end. But anyway, the thing that we set up, I think it's down here somewhere. Where are you? You're right there. There it is. This right here, our waterfill factory. And we're actually going to load up the trunk of the car with this stuff. I can carry what I have on me. And we're going to start heading out that direction. How many big poles do I have? 36. Should be enough. Let's get a few more, I think. Oh, no. What else do we need? We're also going to need some of these guys. Walls. Oh, right. I have waterfill in my inventory. That's not going to work. Is it? So let's just take that many walls. Should be enough. We'll go get some laser turrets. Also, I'll get some more big electric poles. And I've got 8 substations. How many can I make? I don't manufacture them right now. I can make 40. That's plenty. Okay, so let's head over this way, and now I need some big poles. I don't think I actually need big poles, but I'm going to bring some more big poles with me anyway. We'll just fill that up to a straight up 50 so that I know for sure that I'm going to have enough. And we're going to get out there. Now we could place big poles along the way as we head out in that direction, but we're not going to. I'm going to place the big poles as we come back in. We ran into a rock because I wasn't paying attention. I'm actually amazed I didn't run back into the lubricant pipe that we ran into the first time we came through. I hate driving. I hate driving at night even more. And I hate it in Factorio as well, but Alright, so what we're going to do is just head out in this direction. We're going to stop by the lake, and we're going to basically just fill in everything north of this lake and this gap in between it with waterfill. Because who wants to have to defend a giant freaking choke point when instead of defending a giant freaking choke point, you can take something like waterfill, and we do need to... That's the key I want. We do need to expand this a little bit so it's nice and big. Who wants to defend a giant freaking choke point when you can do something like that instead, right? Then, hey, look, biters can't get across. It's fantastic is what it is. Oh, this is shallow water too, not deep water. Notice how there is deep water out there? Yep. So it's going to make that deep water look a little strange, I suppose, but that's okay. I used all of it all. Wow, okay. Yeah, much like landfill, you end up using it a lot quicker than you expect. I'm okay with that, though. We can't walk on that shallow water, right? No, we can't walk out onto it, so that's good. I do have a little bit more in the car, but we are definitely not going to have enough to fill that whole space out, so it's going to take us a while to fill this in. But I will get this filled in, and we will waterfill this north from here so that we are not going to be in a position where we're getting ambushed by biters from that direction. And then we're going to wall off this southern section and create some laser defenses over that way. I don't think we need to worry about biter expansion into our territory. I don't think biters actually expand on the Railworld setting. I think on the Railworld setting, biters are fixed expansion, but they might expand. I'm not sure. Let's start with something really ugly looking, like just a straight run of this, and then we will fill it in a little bit to be a little less ugly in the future. And yeah, we didn't quite get up there. but we'll make it look like an actual man-made body of water and not just a straight line of water in the future. Maybe we will just actually make a wall of water. Might work, right? I don't know. Anyway, let's head south and we'll build the walls instead. I'll see you back at the car. So I've been super excited to play some more Factorio recently, and I've been super duper pissed off at Pendor. Not that I'm being pissed off at Pendor, that I've been pissed off at a bug in Pendor that's causing me some problems. Last night when I was playing it, it's threatening to possibly end our campaign, and I don't want it to let it. I don't want to let it do that. Like, I definitely don't want that campaign to be over because of some stupid ass bug. But yeah, it is what it is. I have been wanting to get into Factorio for a while though, and since I haven't been able to solve that problem yet, I'm like, you know what? This is a good chance to just get in there and build some crap. It's so relaxing. It's Bob Ross style gameplay. So yeah. And all we're going to do here is build a happy little wall so that we can keep the biters out. And we're not going to make the biters pay for it because, you know, that is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. We will power this wall up and we'll stick lasers on it. I do want to eventually have a perimeter defense that takes advantage of both lasers and turrets, specifically because uranium ammo is so freaking powerful, and turrets are already way more powerful than lasers. And late in the game, when you get like behemoth biters and stuff like that, they actually do take a lot of firepower from lasers to take out. Like, a ridiculous lot of firepower from lasers to take out. So much that it's just kind of bonkers how much you need to take them out. And while all of your lasers are shooting the behemoth biter, it leads to spitters that just destroy freaking everything. Like, especially if you have a train passing through and they just, you know, murder the train while your lasers are all fighting the behemoth biter and whatnot. It's a pain in the ass is what it is. And I would very much like to not have to deal with that. So if I have turrets that don't shoot as far, so the lasers can take care of all the spitters, but if I have turrets that can't quite shoot as far, I have any grenades on me? I do not. I also don't have any construction robots on me, or a personal roboport. So let's just do this. I do have access to a personal roboport. Like, I can build them now, so maybe I should. Our modular armor is set up for combat right now, but we could get ourselves a personal roboport and start taking advantage of personal construction robots. Wouldn't really make this much quicker, but it would be interesting at least. Okay, here we go. So this is actually a bit longer than I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be quite a bit smaller than this. I'm definitely going to have to build some substations if I want to use substations to power this. But the idea is I do want to get lasers on this wall, pretty solid lasers all across, and eventually I would like to put regular turrets on the wall as well, because regular turrets, while they have less range, have a crap ton more firepower. Yeah, that's fine, and we'll substation right there. Oh, I can click and drag and substations will place correctly, right? Yes! It works for substations as well. I don't actually ever recall doing this with substations, but I'm like, you know, they are just an electric pole, so it should work with them just fine. We are going to need a few more. That's no problem. We're building a little bit more than I probably need there, but I'm okay with that. More substations is more better. You end up using crap tons of substations later in the game, so I have no issue whatsoever with building a whole pile of them here and just, you know, filling this whole thing up with them. We're more than halfway through, so that's good. And we're just going to laser this wall up and we're going to run power up to it. I think there's a worm up ahead. Oh no, that's my car. Why does my car appear as a red dot? Oh, it's not a red dot, it's a triangle. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what the hell is going on here? That looks like a worm. Or, you know, a biter. I don't have lasers on me. I only brought 9 of them. I probably should have brought like a stack of 50, but that's okay. We are going to need to build power heading backwards. Also, we should probably dump all of our walls in the car for now. I can still lay things from in the car, right? You used to be able to, and if you can't anymore, I would be extremely pissed off. Yes, you can. Okay. Nope, don't place it there. Okay, it still works. Good. Ooh, that almost boned us. Did that actually place in the wrong tile? We seem to be fine. Where are we going to need to go with this, though? Are we going to need to go downward? Damn it. There we go. You know what? Let's just head downward anyway. I don't need this to line up evenly. And no, we don't really need to. All we need to do is go straight this way for the most part, and we'll be fine. We just need to actually... It was in range, guys. It was totally in range. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about this lining up straight. Let's just head in the direction of where we have power so we can link this up. Seems so wrong being able to place these from inside of a car or something like that. And there. Good. So that should be all merged up, and let's go grab ourselves some whatchamabuggers. Lasers. That's whatchamabugger. Let's do a quick spin here and get on out and grab our lasers. They should be all the way down over here. They are indeed. 50 of them. Should be enough to start for now. I've got 59 in total. Shouldn't need more than that. We'll get this all built up. Now, these little outpost walls like this need a few things. They're going to need eventually a roboport in the area with construction robots, because you need construction robots to maintain them in the long run. You're going to want repair packs coming out to them. You're going to want ammo if you need ammo, or oil if you have flamethrower turrets. You're going to want replacement lasers or gun turrets as well for the ones that get destroyed, and replacement walls, and maybe even replacement power things, just in case. You know, it never hurts to have them. I don't think I've ever had a situation where I wish I had replacement power for one of these wall segments, but it could be good. And the way to do that is generally to use supply trains. So just have a train set up to haul all of those things, load them up in base, send them out this way, and unload when they get here, and all should be well in the world. So this will, for the most part, secure our western frontier. We're going to have to go beat these guys in the north and wall this up above the oil, wall this over here. That'll secure the northern frontier. The southern frontier can be secured with a wall across this. Looks pretty simple. And then the eastern frontier, I have no idea. I have not been out that direction to scout yet. So we're going to have to do that. But I figure we can get this place all defended relatively soon. So where should we be placing these turrets? I mean, I don't have enough turrets to literally just place all the way up. So, you know what? We're just going to place them sporadically for now. And they might be in bad places. We can always replace all of this later. We definitely want these to be significantly more dense than this in the long run. But for now, we're just going to place turrets in such a way that I have enough to cover the entire line, because we're not going to be facing very huge biter attacks right now. As it stands, we're going to get a few turrets facing off against anything that attacks me anywhere along this line anyway. So this should be plenty for this point in the game. And you can have another one over here. And, oh, I've got those 9 extra. Okay, so those 9 extra can go something like that. And I'm actually going to keep 6 for myself, because I don't want to be in a situation where I need a turret and I don't actually have one. Let's drop some lights in here too. Maybe we'll go down and we'll drop lights in the rest of this in the future. We do have the ability to build lighted substations, remember. That's from a mod. But I just haven't been doing it. I haven't been building lighted electrical poles. Okay, so we have a Western Defense Network. It's all up and running. It's good to go. I'm loving it. Not in a McDonald's sense, in a I'm just straight up loving it sense. I thought we were going to dodge that rock. I knew it was there. I saw it coming. I was pretty sure the car was going to dodge it. It's just a matter of me being zoomed out so far that I can't actually tell what's in front of me. Okay, back to base. Our car is quite damaged. Will this one repair pack handle it? Yes, it will. Let's pick up some coal and some walls, and everything is hunky-dory. Okay, so we haven't been attacked for a while, I don't think. We have defenses in the west. We've also killed a bunch of bases in the west. We can definitely spread pollution up there to the north easily enough. Actually, let's take a look at our pollution footprint. Oh yeah, check that out. Our absolutely horrible pollution after, you know, a little bit of time with the base basically shut down has gone down to very little, to the point where we're almost not polluting at all anymore, which is cool. I like to see that, but, you know, I also love to see massive amounts of it. Ooh, turret coverage. Awesome sauce. That's a nice little extra thing that they have. Also electric networks. Ooh. Oh, that looks gorgeous. And logistics networks. Well, I don't have any logistics networks up and running yet, but I'm going to keep turret coverage on for a bit. Or maybe I won't. So player names doesn't show you. Okay. Fine. See if I care. I saw my dot on the map, it just didn't show me. I picked up the car, right? Yes, I did. Good. Okay, so next order of business is going to be more of this expansionist stuff. We're going to have to take a look at what's out in the east and deal with that stuff in the south and wall all these things up and build lasers and all that kind of crap. In all honesty, though, I think I kind of want to get the factory running again, and to that extent I can open up these outputs. I can also just plumb in our copper and our iron the way it is right now and get those running. Steel won't run for a little while because, you know, I'm going to need more iron source to come in to do that. But now that I have the train stations built and I'm not going to have these belts get in their way, I can plumb these back in again and we can see what we can do with that. So these are both yellow belts. We can just continue them as yellow belts. And then these guys are red belts. I guess technically I could pull out 5 of these. And then I can run one up into steel as well. I mean, why not, right? I don't see a reason why I just can't do that. So I'm going to be short on iron in order to build some of these guys. It's okay, though. Oh, I can go steal some, because why not? It looks like I stole the ones that I had from there already anyway, so. And the copper one is doing just fine, 40,000 there as well. And we've got a whole bunch here too. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to just quickly grab a few of these from here, and we'll just run 5 separate belts of iron up. We'll run steel in from this warehouse over here for the time being and make that work. Remember, iron is the lower ones and steel is way up top, so that's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. But we will make it work. Do not you worry. Let's do 5 of yous, and I only have 241 belt, which is not a lot of belt, so that might cause us a problem. But for now, there's 1 iron. Two irons. Let's actually just cut these off before they go in, shall we? 3 iron. 4 iron. And then these two need to be copper, and then this one is steel. Yes, yes, correct. So we are going to need one more iron belt coming up, but yeah, you know what? It can run there just fine as well. Damn it! I gambled on the wrong direction there. I couldn't tell what direction it was facing. And we're out of belt, so that's going to be really irritating. I'm going to need to grab some more belt and connect this all in. I do want these to be red belt if I can, but ultimately it's not going to matter. So pretty sure I got enough red belt to get this stuff connected, though. Let's just go pick it up, and all should be well. Where are you at? There you at. Oh, sweet. Sweet baby red belt. Yes, we have all the red belts that we're going to need. I've got 1,100 of them in my inventory now. We are good to go on the red belt. So we're just going to lay this in, and we're going to connect these guys up too. They'll just connect with yellow belts. I am going to need to do something a little bit different with the steel one, because I do need enough room to pass the copper through it. And actually what I could do is I just run the copper and run all of these underground around the copper. So yeah, what we're going to do is something that I never recommend doing. It's running 5 belts right next to each other. I never recommend almost ever running 5 belts like this just right next to each other. But we're going to do it because we're just going to run the copper right up through these guys and be done with it. The reason I usually don't recommend it is because normally you're using yellow belt, and yellow belt requires 4 tiles. So if you have 5 belts next to each other, you can't do that. It just doesn't work. Whereas with red belt, you can, and you can actually go one further with red belt if you want. But what we can do here is, I'm thinking right here, even though my inventory is full. And actually this isn't far enough. We need one more tile. There we go. Good, 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 good. And also crap tons of iron on the ground. So let's just drop a chest real quick and pick up some of this iron that's just spilled out. And I'll trade you. Give me the red belt, and I will give you the iron. And we're just going to do more of the same here. We're going to connect all of these belts, and then you need to be connected as well. And you're going to need to go all the way up here to the steel. Very good. Now, I am going to want to go underneath this at one point, so yeah, you're going to want to go here to there, and you're going to want to go here to there. And that'll allow the copper to get through just fine. Good. Let's charge these smelters. And the pollution starts again. And this guy's just going to go all the way up there and connect, and we'll charge up the steel smelter as well. And the steel guy is going to be working overtime for a while because he hasn't actually been producing enough. This guy could actually be a blue belt too, because I have a red belt on the inside here. Like, see on the steel, it's easier to see if we do this. The steel feeder belts are actually red, which means since we take coal and iron and they each go to half a belt, we could probably feed this with a blue belt, right? Yeah, because it comes 2 different directions. It doubles up the red belts. We could feed this with a blue belt, and that would be a little bit more effective. But for now, it is what it is. Copper. Now it's your turn. And once again, I don't have enough inventory space for all of this, so let's just drop these belts. I don't actually need those red belts anymore at all. Did I build the chest right where I need to run the copper lines? Because that would be irritating. No, it is actually 2 tiles over from where I need to run the copper lines. That's good. And our inventory is still full. No big deal. We'll just drop some of that. Drop some of that. And we're a little bit low on yellow belt, but again, I should have tons of it on standby, so it shouldn't be an issue. Whoops. There's no mistakes here, remember, just happy little accidents. So let's connect here, and let's get this base running again. It's been too long where our base just has not been running. You're going to connect like so, and you are going to connect like so. Except I'm going to, you know, mess up the placement of our belts the entire time. And run this on down. And we're good. We could definitely make this red belt as well, but whatever. For now, it's yellow. That's the way it's connected. That's the way it's going to be for the time being. Smelters are running again, even if it's not nearly all of them, and we are supplying ourselves with more materials, and we can get the factory actually working again, which is going to produce a dramatic amount of pollution. Like, once things actually go in this factory, oh, good golly, the amount of pollution we are going to see. It will be ridiculous. Oh, it looks so good watching everything fuel up again, though. Right, it's bleeding off some to get up into here. That's right. So then these 2 lines are both not saturated as a result. Why am I bleeding some off instead of just taking the line exactly? Oh, because this is the one that's going to batteries, that's why. Gotcha. No problem. You just continue doing what you're doing. And the belts have gear wheels flowing again. Needed the iron to make that, and the copper is flowing out that direction. We have green circuits flowing again, which means we're going to have red circuits flowing again soon because they needed the green circuits to go. Ooh, it just feels good. Feels good having everything start back up again. Okay, so now that we're going to be producing our materials again, what are the next courses of action? The next courses of action are to wall off the rest of the vulnerable places that need to be defended, and then it's going to be to build our outposts and start bringing in additional resources, because our current resources, we're going to mine them out pretty quickly now that the base is actually running again. Once all of that is set up and good to go, we need to get our robots up and running with logistics network and start switching over some of our production methods. Also, module production. We're going to need speed modules pretty soon because they're actually used for science. They're used for level 3 assembly machines. Do I have access to those? I must. You need them to get logistics 3. They'd be in production, yeah. Level 3 assembly machines need speed modules as well. It's just all kinds of crazy. Speaking of, though... Speaking of... I'm kind of intrigued by the idea of making ourselves some express transport belts right now. I have the stuff laid out in our make anything for it. I just need the lubricant, basically. If I was to make this express transport belt, I have the fast transport belt, I have the gear wheels, I just need the lubricant. See, the gear wheels are here. If we were to make this underground, we need the gear wheels and the lubricant. If we were to make this splitters, we need the gear wheels, the advanced circuits, and the lubricant, and we have the advanced circuits here. So we are all good to go on building this stuff. Might be a little bit awkward to place it in chests, but I can think of a way, like a red inserter here, for example. Yeah, we could definitely make that work. Yeah, you know... In which case we would want to run the lube in on this side. So let's take a peek at that, shall we? If I was to do something like this, and then connect the lubricant in like this, and then we just have to run the pipe down this way. Because remember, we have a lube line right here. So the idea being that... Actually, no, you want to be there like that, but then you're going to go like that. And then we want a conventional pipe here. So this continues having lubricant in it. And then it goes north from here as well. And connects into there. I think we're pretty much good to go now. So all we really need to make this work is that, basically. Yep. And then we're just going to drop chests like this for the time being with red inserters to dump into those chests. And you should be pretty much good to go. You require 80 gear wheels, though, for one set of transport belts. Like, oh my goodness. The amount of gear wheels that this uses is ridiculous. Okay, no, that's an issue, isn't it? Now, how do I get the gear wheels in, right? You're going to say that? How do you get the gear wheels in now then, Liz? Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to think about that. But for now, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next time.